Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me. I haven't gotten my filming setup done. We're behind on the curve on this one. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and plan for May 8th through the 14th. I'm gonna use this old school kit. I think it's still up in the shop. If it's not up in the shop, it's being taken down. Or it was taken down. Duh, oh my gosh. I literally don't know what the heck I'm talking about sometimes. Okay, I do. I'm just confused. That's all. It should be up. I think it was in the clearance section. If we have any kits left over later this month, we're going to do something called a random kit pull, where you can get some steep discounts on full-size kits. So, there we go. You can definitely tell it is the older format that is here. Because we don't have the two washi pages or the two long washi strips. So I am working on doing some new stuff for the shop, and we need to make some room. So that's why we are going to be starting to purge a whole bunch of things and all the stuff. All right, so I have a hair that is tickling me on my neck. It's like one of those stray hairs and I can't seem to find it. And it's like every time I turn my head, I feel it right there on my neck and I'm like, ah. All right, so let's get into this. Let me pull out my date dots. I said the 8th through the 14th. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I just have to remind myself. So I think this will be like the week of Mother's Day. Am I correct? I don't know if I'm correct. I may or may not be correct, but that's neither here nor there. I am just wanting to plan. So I don't actually have a finished spread to show you guys because this last week has been, and it's been a doozy of a week. It hasn't been bad, so because I've had like real doozies of weeks where they've been horrible. It hasn't been bad. It's just been an off week. Like I just can't seem to get anything together. My mind is elsewhere. I know a lot of that has to deal with the fact that we still don't have, all of our boxes unpacked, and a lot of that is because we still need some bookshelves. We don't know where we're going to be putting certain things. There's been a lot of other spending that we've had to do for other parts of the house, so it's just like, where do you store all this stuff? And when we lived at an old place and had an entire storage room, so I know a lot of it is just because the mere fact that I have boxes around still, and it's just like my brain is like, you have to get these boxes unpacked. But yeah, it was just a really weird week. Like I said, not a bad week, just a weird week. I had a couple of good productive days, and then I had other days where I just like couldn't keep anything straight. So I'm going to be working on that this week, keeping everything straight, writing more things down. And I have to do that because, I got cornered a little bit here at church on Sunday. Not that that's a bad thing. I knew I was going to be, so I accepted a calling in our church. And I'll be working with I just got done taking a nap and now it's like everything is like overflowing and allergies and nose and oh my gosh, I'm like, what the heck am I doing? So I'm going to be working with mainly the women in our church, specifically like our congregation and stuff. So I'm one of the counselors on that little committee. I've never been on this committee before, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we kind of had a fun time at church. It was a very overwhelming time at church. So my thoughts are really all over the place, and I need to figure out my my stuff. Oh, I'm gonna totally like switch gears for just a moment because I'm sitting here. This is an old kit on the older paper, the one where it would cut too deep and you would sometimes snag the liner and stuff, and then we switched papers. So I mentioned it last week about how sometimes, you know, even I have one that is what do I want to use? Okay, so since we don't have the full washi strip for this bottom, we're gonna go ahead and do this. But anyways, I've been actively working with my manufacturer. We have figured out a new adhesive for the back of the paper, and I have done some extensive testing with it. Now, mind you, when I got the samples and we were working with it the first time around, I did not have the issues that we ran into with this. So, you know, I've been working it with them. You know, I'm not gonna like let anything slide or anything like that, right? And this, yeah, see, like this was the old paper where it would cut just way too deep, and that is one of the main reasons why we switched, because it was, the consistency was no longer there with the paper. And I was having to change blade settings all the time, and sometimes I was having to hand cut sheets out, which is not fun. So yeah, we've had a lot more success with cutting of this paper. The adhesive we're working on, and we have found an adhesive that I am 100% convinced y'all are gonna love. So as soon as that's in, I'm gonna do a full-on stop. We're gonna do a video. I'll probably end up doing like a live on Instagram, my first one, to be able to just like talk about the paper. Probably do a live in the Facebook group, and I'll probably do a video here. Well, I know I'll do a video here on YouTube because I want you to see how this paper works. I tested it on Hobonichi paper, so that Tomoe River paper, I tested it on that. I am in love with it on there. So yeah, shoot, you know what? I haven't done it where I've pulled these out. I'm gonna have to stand up. We're gonna have to find a thing. Hold on. The only part, ignore the noise. This is the only part. Wow, did I seriously? Oh, wow, I busted an album, you guys. Holy cow. Okay, all right, I'm coming to sit back down. All right, lesson learned. Owzers. And I just sat the chair on my toe. Wow, I should have just like paused and got up. Anyways, I just busted an album, you guys. Look at this. I dropped it and the sheets. I mean, this thing is, the sheets tore off. Well, looks like I need to reorganize my functional stash then, eh? Not that I'm wanting to do that, but you know. Okay, anyways, let's see if we can find this color here. I'm letting the embarrassment roll off the back of my shoulders right now, because seriously, that was really embarrassing of me to like just get up. Nope, that's not a good color. Close, but no. Ooh, that one's rude. December 2022. You are really, really good. Yep, that's what we'll go for. Anyway, so see, I didn't even need to pull out those other albums. I pulled them out, I dropped them, I busted them up, and now I created myself more work. So, okay. But back to the paper. See, this was on the old paper. It drives me nuts, like when you just can't, because it really likes to stick to that liner, like really, really bad. Anyways, let's hold on to this one here, and let's get back into our thing. So yes, I am going to do a color code, or a color blocking color code, just because I want to. That's really what it is. At the end of the day, I just want to color code today. So back to the paper. So was like, you know, once we kind of figured out that this was a mixed batch of adhesive, because there have been on this current paper that I have had ones that work well for me. And then there's other ones that I'm like, that's a little sticky, that's a little too much. Okay, we need to actively work this. And, you know, confirm that it was, you know, a mixed batch of adhesive. They, you know, it was off of one batch and then a second batch. So have that, but the lady that I work with, you know, for the manufacturing aspect, you know, she's worked with me really, really well. We got some more samples, things like that, and I was able to actively see, like, okay, we need something else. I was able to send her pictures of stuff. I learned some new things about paper. It's always a learning adventure, that's for sure. I learned some amazing things about paper and how to test the adhesive on the back of the paper. And so that was nice because that gave them a visualization of what was going on with the paper. And I still have some of this paper and then another paper. And so I was able to show them, and that really, really helped out a lot. So long story short, I've tested it out on all of these different pages in my planners. I've tested it on the Hobonichi cousin paper, so the Tombow River paper, and I've left it on there. I talked with my PR girls about it. I showed them videos. I was showing them, you know, we had a live chat, and I was showing them what was going on and stuff, and they were like, oh, we like. So the paper is, it is a removable unicorn paper. You heard me, a removable unicorn paper. That is the paper I have coming to me. It has, I cannot wait to show you guys this. I care so much deeply about your planners, about your, you know, the stickers you lay down in your planners. I want you to be happy with the stickers that you get. I want you to be able to use your stash. I want you to be able to enjoy your stickers. So I was blown away. I was like, no way. So I pulled out, that's why I was like, I've got to pull out the Hobonichi cousin, because that Tombow River paper, like, you stick stickers down, it's not coming back up, right? And then if you are able to get the stickers up, and this is what I've learned through some papers, if you are able to get the stickers up, it ripples the paper underneath. I had no paper rippling happen. So I am so stoked and I'm so happy. I cannot wait to show you guys. So I know that it's probably been a source of frustration for you. If it's a source of frustration for me, it's a source of frustration for somebody else. And we like to fix frustration. That is what we like to do. Okay, so let's see. But I'll get back to my original story. I just wanted to kind of segue off on that because I know that I mentioned it last week, and I wanted to make sure that you guys knew I was not like ignoring the situation and be like, tough, this is the paper you're going to get and this is what you're going to use. No, we are going to make things amazing and we're going to make things work, and you guys deserve it and stuff. So you guys are always at the forefront of my mind. But yeah, so this last week, like I said, was being just a weird week. Not a bad week, just a weird week. We had a couple of productive days, and the other days were just like, my brain wasn't wanting to work. Nothing was wanting to work the way we had intended, all that jazz, right? So a lot of the times when that kind of happens, I just know it's a reset time, and to just kind of stop, pick myself up, and just take a couple days off and renew myself. And so that's what what we did this last week is I really just kind of renewed myself. I took a couple days off and just focused on what I needed to focus here at the house. We got a ton of grocery shopping done, which I'm super excited for. I mean, after I get done filming a couple of videos, I am going to have to go upstairs and I have to finally go through the meat and separate it and get it into our food saver bags so that way we can put it into our freezer. We still have to set up our deep freeze. Yeah, so, but we have the second refrigerator now, which is a good thing. But yeah, I was just able to focus on some things, and we had some weird storms come through. I know I've talked about it in the past, how I get headaches from the storms that come in. Those have started back up again. I'm not exactly thrilled by it, but it kind of is what it is. And I knew I just kind of had to take off and, you know, womanly stuff. So ended up, what was it, Saturday? Yeah. I'm trying to remember what day I'm at. So Saturday ended up going and, nope, I want you down here. Ended up going and doing some shopping for the kids. Took my daughter out on a little outing with her, took my son out on a little outing with him, kind of split them up and focused on each of them for a little bit. And then I wasn't feeling 100%. And so my husband was trying to shake me out of this funk, because I normally do my filming on Saturdays. So he was trying to help me get out of this funk. And I just couldn't shake it. It just was not gonna happen. I'm trying to think. Nope. We're gonna move this guy. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this guy. So, okay, so you saw how easy that peeled up. The paper that I just tested a whole bunch of samples on, that we worked with a whole new removable adhesive, comes off even better than that. Just saying. I'm super happy. I tested it with my PR girls. You can ask them. They will confirm. You know, they saw the videos. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited. Okay. And so he's trying to shake me out of this funk. Trying to get me, you know, I had a horrible headache. I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I have this headache, and he's just trying to help shake me out of this funk, right? So, wow, man, I keep just laying stickers down crooked. I just cannot keep them straight. So, we decided to go to some flea markets. So we have a lot of antique stores here. I mean, a lot. There are so many here. Apparently, it's a really big thing up here. I'm used to South Texas, where you have like the big flea market, and that's what you do on, you know, and they're for like just certain times of the week, whatnot. No, these things are like opened all the time. I was really, really impressed by these flea markets. I ended up finding some books. Well, okay, I didn't find them. Steve did. I looked at one, and then he really kind of dove into the other two. And I was like, okay, those are cool. And he's like, well, what do you think about them? Like, the kids, I think, would do this. Okay, let me remind you, we're at a flea market, and we found these science books from 1935 and 1936. Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, we're like, well, you know, be interesting to see if anything has changed. You know, because research changes, you learn new things about, you know, creatures and science and stuff. And I was like, okay. So we bought books 2 and 3 because that's all they had. So 1935 and 1936. And then we were perusing along, and we found another book. His name was Colonel Ingersoll. Anyways, found this book. It was falling apart, but not in a way that I would think this book should be falling apart. This book is original to 1894. 1894. I'm just going to say that one more time. 1894. Yeah. So I was like, I'm snagging this bad boy up. I was the happiest woman in the world walking down the flea market with my old books. I was so happy. I had 4 old books and I was just this happy old biddy. I'm serious. I was just, no kidding. I could have been 70 years old and been a kid in a candy store. I mean, it just really did not matter. So yeah, so my husband helped me find those books. Another one, what was it, from 1914? Yeah, the other one was 1914. Okay, so the 2 science books, books 2 and 3, were 1935 and 1936. And then we found a spelling book, the like spelling lessons. These were the lessons that they gave during school from 1914. And all of it is in cursive, which I think is absolutely amazing. So, you know, my thing with kids and learning cursive is that it is a necessity, not a choice. Like, you have to learn how to write cursive. So all my kids know how to write cursive and read it. After they have learned it, they can choose whether or not they want to continue. That's fine. Every once in a while I will have them continue, but I digress. So this, and then the spelling book was from 1914, and then found this book from Colonel Ingersoll from, well, it wasn't from Colonel Ingersoll. It was basically a whole bunch. He was an orator back during like the Civil War and stuff, and gave beautiful, beautiful speeches. So I never heard of him. I had to do my research on this and stuff. And I dived through and read some of his speeches, and I thought they were really, really great. And so I love history. I love things like this and find it to be important. So I grabbed those for the kids to look at and to put up on our bookshelves to look through. So yeah, those are the couple of things that I got. And like I said, I was a happy, happy, happy person. It gave me such a rush of dopamine that I was like, we have to go to another one. Yeah, we went to another one and I was disappointed. Man, that was so disappointing. I was very disappointed at the next one. So I was trying to redeem myself, and I was like, one more, and we were on the phone with friends, and I mean, we walked, oh man, I want to say we started flea markets at about 1:30 in the afternoon, and we didn't come home till like almost 7 last night. I mean, we went and did a few other things, but nothing noteworthy, I should say. So yeah, I was just happy. I'm super excited to go to more antique stores. Those were not things that were on the list. Like, this was my first time actually ever going to some sort of an antique flea market and actually kind of impulse buying. We have always, when we have decided to go to them, they have always been with a thought in mind of specific stuff we're looking for. So I don't make it a habit of doing that. However, I do have some open spots, and since we have most of our like our TV and our couch downstairs, I have this living room area that I do kind of have to decorate. So I'm gonna see if I can be a middle-aged woman and actually achieve something for decorating wise. So all right, let's pull out the green one. I have no clue what we're using these for, but I think we're just about good. So yeah, we had a fun Saturday, and this thing is now done. And let's take a look. Okay, gotta get all my stuff out of the way, and then we can take a look-see. Here we go. There we go. So shenanigans at the beginning, dropping albums, landing a chair on my toe. It's been a fun ride for this video. So this is still a couple of weeks out. I'm not gonna lay anything down like I did. So this will be this upcoming week. I knew exactly what was gonna be happening. I'm not gonna lay anything down on these, but when I say that I don't have anything to show you, I literally have not put anything down in this planner this week. So this will be a back plan for me, and I will go in and back plan this and put everything in, so it'll look all nice and pretty. But yeah, it's been one of those weeks. All right, so here we go. If you're in the Facebook group, check the calendar, because those are going to be the dates for the random kit pulls. Like I said, we're going to have a lot to pull. I will go through and I will show you. And as soon as I get my new paper in, expect a video with all the testing. We are going to test with all sorts of pens. Okay. I may even make it a live one, like a live plan with me type thing, here on YouTube. So that way people can jump in and ask questions and get me to like test it out in other ways that I didn't think. So yeah. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this plan with me, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, and have a great week, you guys. First and foremost, have a great week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.